Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Film Club to Death. As always, I'm joined by my sensual co-host, Joe Wood. I've run out
Happy
of
to.
words and like fucking adjectives or whatever to do. I always want to go to illustrious because I feel like that works the best, but I can't say that every week.
Well, yeah, you
Yeah, I
can.
could, but I
It just
don't.
it just drills in that it's a fact.
How are you anyway? How's the old
I'm
things?
feeling pretty illustrious. My old things pretty good, pretty usual. Um, just sort of
How you
cracking
handling
on.
the heat?
I hate it.
I
Um,
am a bit.
I'm
It's
like a I'm like a dog with no nose.
Is that
I've
a
got nothing
saying?
to sweat from, but I'm
Oh,
all sweaty.
right. Kind of.
What about
Every
you?
time I ask you this question, when you get onto the second line of whatever you're saying, I always regret asking. Um, I'm fine. That's the end.
Right, so we've come to the end of our birthday month.
Yeah.
How do you feel about doing this for a year?
Yeah. Yeah. No, pretty good. Doesn't really feel
Y-
like it, but I think that's just the crushing reality of time.
Yeah, great.
A lot of films, a lot of dog shit, some good.
Some really good. Speaking of really good,
Speaking of
our, our
class,
fourth and final third,
yeah, we should have just done three, shouldn't we?
it works for the month.
Yeah.
We should have
I
picked a
li-
month
I like
that had
doing
five.
I like doing themed months though because it just makes it like it's hard picking a random film. Well, it's not hard, but do you know what I mean? Like I like
But you want
I
to pick
like
an interesting
blocks.
one.
Do you know what I mean?
You're a Minecraft guy,
Yeah. I love Minecraft.
big Lego fan.
I like my
Um,
cobblestone blocks.
uh, The Exorcist 3 Legion director's cut. We wouldn't have it without Mark Commode. So thank you,
We wouldn't
Mark.
have it without Mr. Toilet. Thank you.
Mr. Is that what he's known as?
Isn't a commode another word for a toilet?
Oh my god. My mind went straight to Komodo dragon, and then was like,
Of course it did.
"That's not a toilet, you idiot.
You could shit in its mouth,
That's
I
a dragon."
suppose. I don't know why you would. Aren't they like poisonous?
Komodo dragons.
I think they've got
I
some
think anything's
form.
poisonous
If
if
you
you put it near
shit
your
it,
ass.
I think I poison anything if it goes near my house. Foul
But
stench.
William Peter Blatty,
Yeah.
who wrote the novel and assisted or full screenplay for the first one,
No, he fully did the screenplay for the first one and this one.
and screenplayed and directed for this one,
And this
and
is
wrote the novel.
part of his trilogy because he directed another film called like the Ninth Configuration, and he has like an unofficial Faith trilogy. So we should do the Configuration or whatever at some point.
I would like to do that. I saw a little bit of it.
Because
I
I
heard a
thought
bit about
this,
it.
I thought he did a swell job at directing this,
I, I thought he did a wonderful job
and I
uh,
kind of like
as
his
director.
because I was reading up. I kind of like his attitude about like he just like he hates religion, and like a lot of the themes in this is like but like he actually believes in it as well. Do you know what I mean? He like has like most like all the characters' doubts in this is like quite like in both Exorcist films. There's so much demonic stuff and like the lack of God in it, and it's like the question's like
Mm.
why would he do this? Like why is he letting this happen?
Well, yeah, because they have that conversation, don't they, at the diner, and he's just like, "Oh God, why did he make like
Yeah,
we
like
have people with cancer?" And
all the
he says like mongoloid children,
yeah no,
which obviously,
but with
you know,
I feel like with him being like a novelist first and foremost, like the dialogue in this is like absolutely unbelievable. Like a lot of this is just like people talking, and like it's great. Like the
Yeah,
sarcasm in this is especially. I feel like sometimes it can be like cringe, but in this like it feels like they feel like genuinely friends, even though they've been recast. Do you know what I mean? They're back and forth. Like
yeah,
both of them, how they say they're going to somebody else that they're going to cheer the other one up, is like
yeah,
very
yeah,
realistic, classic male. Like I don't want to admit that like this guy is my friend. Like or like I
yeah,
actually care
yeah,
about him.
yeah.
So like oh it's the other guy that I'm going to cheer up. I just like all that stuff I loved and was quite. I mean obviously it works for him, but was quite disappointed I didn't get more of it. Um,
Yeah, I did not know. Well, one, I didn't know really anything about this film
yeah,
plot wise.
I knew it was. I knew that people had rated it. Obviously that's why we did it in our third time's a charm. And like
Mm.
some people, I've seen some people say they prefer it to the original, which is bold. I don't know about that, but I
Yeah,
think
that is a
this is
bold
one of
take. But
the. Without seeing the second one, because everyone says the second one's dog shit and has like, I think this is,
and
and this is like
yeah,
a
this is a
direct sequel.
direct.
I think this is up there, like, because obviously I'd only just seen this now. Like, this is up there for me with like Blade Runner 2049 of like sequels that shouldn't exist, but arguably do a,
But are just as good,
as good, if
do
not
something a
better,
bit different.
in some elements where it's like
Yeah,
it takes even the themes of the first one and does them like just. And I feel like even though it's like the first one's so like it feels like real, like it feels like a documentary. Do you know what I mean? In terms of
mm,
like everything's so serious about the possession and everything like that, and it like feels
yeah,
genuine. And this one, I feel like it's a bit more extravagant and like a bit more bold in some of the, but it just works. It like feels like a natural progression with everything, and like
yeah.
I
And when you find
honestly,
out what has actually happened and
because it could be a
how it
bit,
links to the first one.
yeah, because it could be a bit like realistically, it's a bit like what the fuck, but like it works and it's so well acted where it's like okay, I'll just go with
Yeah,
it.
and you don't really get anything until like nearer the end where
Yeah, because it's like a
like the
one
you
forty
just have this
five.
long conversation and he's just like, I did this, I did that, and it's kind of confusing, but then you learn more, and it's so interesting just going through the film with the lieutenant. You're basically
Yeah,
with him
kid
the
him.
entire time.
He's recast from the guy in the first one, and I think this George C. Scott is the
Mm.
guy. I think he's unbelievable in this,
He was fucking great,
and like
yeah.
him and the Father Dyer guy, unbelievable.
Mm.
Like both recast. That's what I struggled with because I just went into this uh just without barely any research basically, and then after I was like, because I was like, or like during it I had to like look and be like right, because I recognize some of the names, especially because with the Legion cut they don't change the face, like Miller or whatever he's called doesn't come back,
Yeah,
so it's
it's just
only
Brad
Brad
Dourif for the whole
Dourif the
time.
whole time. So when they kept saying his name, I was like, I swear, like, and then like I was like, all right,
Who is this
yeah, I
guy?
was like, because I for some reason I just thought like, oh, I don't know, but it,
But yeah,
but they do feel like real characters.
yeah, they were friends.
And like even the
I
Brad
loved
Dourif in this is like I think this is the best role he's ever done.
he's incredible in this. Like the monologues he has and just the way he delivers it with while being like in a straight jacket, his crazy hair and his eyes, his mouth movements, just like the way he delivers everything
Yeah,
is so. It's like I believe in that situation. It's I believe that he believes he's possessed.
yeah, and
If this was like if the supernatural stuff was way less, it would be like
yeah,
it seems authentic
yeah. Like the
in a
open,
possession as much as that can
even
be.
the open. Like I think there's a lot of like I hate to use the word like surreal, but like the beginning, obviously the train station sequence. There's a lot of where when
Mm.
he's talking to the priest guy at the university, like the head of the
Yeah,
who
yeah,
like sanctioned the first exorcism.
yeah.
When all that happened, and there'll be like a whisper, and it'll be like, but like things are like cut to different things, and it'd be like, it worked and like actually was terrifying and like unsettling, when like, and even the use of like the statues where like it has like the Joker face or whatever at one point, and it's like, oh, it like to like represent like there's like a fucking horrible presence here as well, and it like just
Mm.
everything about it, like the way Peter Blatty directed this, and like how they don't, you never see any of these brutal killings, but it's everybody's reaction to them that makes them more scary because you imagine them.
Having when, because obviously, yeah, the intro, well, not the intro, but like it begins with a bit of a hunt for. There's like a body. There's a police group
Yeah,
round the river, and it's like, okay, a body's been found. We don't know who it is. You can see there's a woman crying. I guess that's the mother. Da, 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 and then you learn more about that. The second killing, I think it's the second killing.
in the church,
Um, ah, third killing then. When it's the priest
his
who
mate. Yeah,
our
yeah,
friend Father Dyer, you sort of like know it's happened by the way that you get the phone call and you get the small shot of inside the hospital beforehand, and you're like, okay, I know what's happening here. I can see there's someone's walking towards it. Blah blah blah. When he goes in that room, or when he's walking towards the room, and the camera is just like a pov of him, and everyone like goes quiet and looks at him because they knew they were friends, and they're all like looking away, and it slowly goes into the room, and people move, and he's like looking at the body, and he starts like tear up. That was fucking wild.
yeah. And he did see
That was
it, and he
amazing.
did see him in heaven or whatever in the fucking like before in
He
his
did
dream.
just see him in heaven in a
But
dream.
the even what I liked about it, I'm gonna sit up because I've got thought. No, even in like when in the second killing, like obviously it's scary when you see the confession and it's the old woman like saying
Mm.
like she like says that she has to confess and then she confesses to 17 murders and she like does
She's
that.
like, I just can't
Yeah,
stop.
she does
I'm
that
working on it
cackle.
though.
But it's like what? So like when it opens and it's obviously the little black kid that gets killed,
Mm.
and you hear about like what's happened to him and like how horrible it is, and you see him lift up the um like the cloth or whatever, and then he does the same to the second one, and you're like,
Mm.
but it's not explained, and then but obviously that's him clocking that it's the Gemini
Yeah,
killer,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and then it like that doesn't happen, it doesn't get, but like it's little stuff like that where you're like, oh my, like when it clicks, and then you're like, oh my god, that's why he was checking, like because he was always checking like the
Yeah.
hands and stuff, and then it's like, then you find out, oh, they fed false information to try and like weed out all the like psychos that were saying it was
Yeah, because
him.
he checks both palms, and it was like checking the face just for him, and like you say, you don't. That's not explained. There's no like. It doesn't just. There's not immediately, and to go with the like filmmaking side of it, there isn't a guy being like, "Hey, chief, what you doing?"
Yeah, yeah,
And it's
yeah,
not
yeah.
explained the first time he does it. It's just
Which I feel like
that
it,
the information comes out
mm,
when it needs to.
and I feel like it's
And
better
like you
for that
say,
because you're like, if it were like, hey, this reminds me of the fucking Gemini killer. It's like
yeah.
straight away. Hey,
Hey, ain't this MO the same
yeah,
as the
yeah,
old
yeah, yeah.
Gemini guy?
Hey, here's your fucking coffee, chief. Isn't this just like that killer? Yeah, it's like, well, it's because uh, it's kind of based on the Zodiac, because the Zodiac said that he loved The
Yeah,
Exorcist when he was writing his letters. So I think he's done a bit of
yeah.
done a bit of wink, 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 nod, nod. The old the Blatster.
So Blatster and the Zodiac Killer have, in their works, both winked at each other.
Yeah, basically, yeah. They're both fans of each other, I think.
That's incredible.
No, but
Blatty,
but
that's a bold move.
and like even the like no, before we go on, like the third killing you're on about, it's like the
Mm.
whole like the like cups of blood and stuff is just like, and then when you
Yeah,
hear about that later, it's like kind of worse than you. And then he's done that in like an hour, like drained all his blood.
yeah, yeah.
It's like it's just it's
It
terrifying, but it's like a police procedural that's like really like this is like the best one of the best police thrillers.
it's yeah, and I think that's what I'll get onto it more in a bit. But what changes from the director's cut to the theatrical is that the Legion one, the director's cut, focuses more on like
Mm.
it is a there's a serial killer. There are supernatural elements for sure,
Yeah, it's still a part of
but
this
it is
world, but
just it's people are dying. How the fuck who's doing it? How do we stop it?
yeah, and like with
Rather than this, there's ghosts and ghoulies and get the priest in and do the
because
whole
like
like
the
Our
ending's
Father in
really
heaven.
the except for like Jason Miller being in it, the ending's like differences are the biggest part because like in the
Mm.
theatrical one you see the like the racist minstrel kid like when he's put the things in his eyes and stuff, like you see that when he comes up and he's crucified, and it's like you don't
Yeah, because
see
the
it and it's
killing
more,
was
and like the only thing I'd
yeah.
say about, I do wish I watched the theatrical first, and the only thing I like more about it is the bit where he like can't remember his I can only remember the actor's name. When Jason like Miller like pops back through, and he's like, shoot me now!" And he's like, "Fucking hell!" Like, because you hear about that
Yeah.
before when they're talking about how his brain like his body shuts down, his brain activity's going when he's possessing people, and then it's like
Mm.
the only thing I heard because he says something about um he does that Lord thing like kill your, oh, can't remember what the word is. It's like protect your servants or something, and that's him like saying to the woman where he's trapped inside, and that's when he
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
realizes, oh, he actually might be this guy possessed. But I think it's harder in the Legion Cup when you don't see his face change, or it was harder for me before I realized, where it's like
Yeah. He's
it's
just one guy,
yeah,
and you kind of so I'm guessing the idea in the original is that Brad Dourif is meant to play like
he's playing
the
both.
Gemini killer
Yeah,
almost, and then Jason Miller is playing his character from the first one.
yeah, in the theatrical, yeah,
Jason Miller, is it Jason Miller or
yeah, I
whoever it
think it's
is?
Jason Miller.
Um,
But because they
but then
the
yeah, in the directors it's just Brad Dourif the whole time.
well the reason
Um,
they switched them as well is because Jason Miller's like ill as fuck when he's making this, I think, and like couldn't do all the monologues. So they like
mm,
have that face change and keep him in it a bit because he like couldn't do it.
and it is meant to be. So the idea is
So like
to go over just like
the
the
so he's
the broad plot.
in one he's falling down the stairs. He gets launched out the window.
That's like the big ending, isn't it?
It,
The famous stairs from The Exorcist
and
is
when
Miller fucking tumbling down it.
and when in the same night the Gemini killer's been caught and executed, and it's like
Mm.
when he's left his body and died, the priest, the demon, or I think it is the devil or Pazuzu or
I
whatever.
I I was gonna say I think it must be Pazuzu being like the Gemini killer. You're fucked up. I'm gonna take
I
you
still
and put
want,
you in this
yeah,
body because like the soul's just gone. I'm slipping you in.
and
Well, you've got work to do.
it's the soul's gone, and it's a spit in God's face to make a priest do this stuff, and it's because
Yeah.
they kicked the demon out of Reagan's body, so he's pissed, and it's because he
So
wants
now
to
they're like,
punish him again for. But like, and by the way, yeah, God's just letting this happen. By the way, can you not? There's priest who's just
God's
exorcised a little girl. You couldn't save his soul.
yeah. God is there's all God's plan and stuff, but do you know what? It's Satan who's doing all the hard work.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
putting the graft in.
Satan's chop.
He's making the changes.
Satan's not spilling a drop of blood, man.
Yeah. Not a drop to drip.
Yeah, he was. And what do you think
Not a
about
drop spilt.
the one of the best jump scares you're ever going to see in cinema
That
history?
was fucking great.
It's
That
does the
whole
classic
scene.
diffuse the tension with, oh, it's the doctor or whatever in that room, and then it's just like the
Yeah,
perfect zoom and like loud noise. Like I normally don't like jump scares and loud noises. I think they're cheap, but this was really good. And you don't see any of the
that
violence. It just cuts straight to like the beheaded statue. So you're like, oh, yeah, I get it.
yeah. And you have like a good 5 minutes of it's like nearly a long shot or a long take. Um,
And like you
that's
know
just
something's
her
gonna happen.
like yeah, and like you say, she there's a light coming from a room, so she goes over and checks it. There's a doctor sleeping or a patient or whatever. It's just like
Yeah, I was. I think it was a
fucking
patient or something. I don't know.
can't I get a fucking sleep around here? Why are you coming into my room? She's like, oh, sorry. Goes back to the station.
And then
It's
the
super
policeman
jumpy, blah, blah,
like
blah.
leaves, and that's when you know it's
And she
like,
sees
oh,
another blue light from the room where Father, yeah, Father Dyer, his friend, where he was killed. And she like goes in. You don't see anything in the room, but she goes in, has a look around, and like comes out and just like shakes it off, locks the door, and like as she turns, you don't even really see the door open. It just like changes to a blue light, and this what looks like a nun in white,
yeah, it's
like
like a
full
full white
headdress and
nun
body dress, just
with
comes
the
out with the famous head. I don't know what those things are, like a
they're
bone
yeah they're
scissors or
because also like you know it's them earlier because they get when they're looking over them because they get a new pair because obviously they've gone missing, so there's like a
yeah.
tag on them, so it's like obviously this is what's killing everybody. So it's like there's
They
so
look
much
at each
stuff
other
in
like,
this that is like
hmm,
I don't know. I thought this is one of the only films like obviously we've done things that I loved on this podcast before, but this is the first time where I finished it and then watched the theatrical ending and was like, I might have to immediately go back in and watch this again, like straight away.
yeah.
Like this is the
I
first
would
one where I'm
definitely
like, I'd
watch the
love to watch
theatrical.
The Exorcist again and then go straight back into like the theatrical cut or something of this.
Yeah, yeah. They told just enough,
I think this is our
but they
best third that we've done. Don't get me wrong, I love Jurassic Park 3, R.I.P. Sam Neill. Um,
yeah,
but this
damn.
was, I think this was the best. This was what the theme of the month was about. The best third. I think this is definitely it.
Yeah. I think the way it was written, the way it was directed,
Yeah,
you can
and like
tell very early on in the film just what how the actors or how the characters like move around the world and how the use of music and how the use of cuts. I think you can tell really early on that okay, I'm watching something that's going to be good.
mm,
Like,
and you can tell the
and
studio like fuck this by like obviously the Legion
yeah,
cut. It's like all the dailies are for like recorded on VHS, so it like is pretty jarring when you go from like
it's
a
a
luscious
yeah,
4K reprint and then straight into like
yeah.
1990s
It's a
blockbuster tape.
four by three,
Yeah, yeah,
four by
yeah.
three blurry VHS with dodgy
And like
sound.
even oh shit,
But
even
some of
the
it,
ending where it's like the gunfire, it's like they haven't put the gunfire in, so it's just like the blank or whatever firing.
yeah. But the bits where, like, one of the monologues, when they're near the end and they're in the cell, and Brad Dourif's doing his thing, and old Kinderman is sitting there, and he occasionally asks his questions. The mic's obviously for like that take. The mic is over Brad Dourif, so he can do his monologues. And when the lieutenant asks questions, the sound's like a bit further away, so it
Yeah,
kind of feels like an interview almost. Like in all documentaries, when they've got the person behind the camera, it's kind of like it's a bit, maybe it's a bit to the left or a bit to the right because it's not in front of the mic. It's not as loud and it feels a bit echoey. That's how the lieutenant sounded a bit.
mm.
So when it went back to Brad and he was clearer, I know that wasn't on purpose and that's just like an accident of what was available footage wise, but it really worked. It felt more like this is an interview, this is a documentary.
Yeah, and it feels like
Like,
because the first one feels like kind of a documentary. Do you know what I mean? Where it's like,
yeah,
and I feel like, yeah, I literally don't even with the video tapes bits in it. I don't have a bad word to say about this. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel bad
No.
because it did make some money at the box office, but it's like the second one killed this just by being like
Mm.
a honking piece of shit.
Just by existing.
Thingy was
Uh,
gonna come back for this. Um, what's he called? The director of the first one, man.
oh, William
Freaking yeah.
Friedkin.
But then like they had creative differences or whatever, and Blight was like, I'll just do it.
I mean,
And then he like obviously
yeah, fair play.
because they were gonna reshoot it, and instead of them, he just said okay, like he compromised and agreed and was like, I think they gave him an extra 4 million and was like, you have to put an exorcism in this. That's why in the theatrical there's that like priest with white hair who's like, I think he's mentioned earlier in the cut where
I was gonna say,
he's
yeah,
done
because
it.
he's not even in Legion.
Yeah, because they put him in this, and I think there's a scene earlier on where he says the reason he's got white hair is because he did an exorcism down in like Puerto Rico or something, and when he exercised him, it like gave him all the white hair because of the stress. So he just comes in at the end. They just needed it to be part of the because I think Blatty wanted this to just be called Legion, like the book, and have
Yeah.
no like. But obviously, it's like we need the IP.
I would be really interested to see the theatrical because from the Legion
I feel like
cut,
I'm gonna have to give it a little
I
peek.
will have to crack it on tomorrow. Um, I don't see. I feel like they would have to add so much for them to be like to one convince there's a need for an exorcism.
Yeah, well, because
Like
apparently
watching the
the
first one.
test
Oh, sorry,
footage was like the test screening like it was badly received. That's one of the
because everyone
reasons
was
as
just
well.
waiting for
Yeah,
like,
and that's why it is
where's the bit at
so
the end?
the theatrical thing's so like you get hints of like obviously the beginning with the priest with the Jesus statue opening its eyes, and then it really goes like
Mm,
hard at the end of like this has gone like 1 to 100. Like I suppose you get the um weird train station bit with Sam Jackson in it.
yeah, who just goes like, what does he say? Oh, the living are deaf, man,
Yeah, yeah, and he's
and he's
like,
blind.
and everybody
So
with their
that's
like, if there is a god and he's putting their heads back on people, like, make it a bit more seamless. Like, don't
he's not done a very
Frankenstein
good
these
job.
people. Like, come on, man. But yeah, like
Yeah, because
that.
and
It's
the kid's
so
there, and he's like, "Hey, Billy, missed you." He's like, "Hey, missed you too, man." Like,
yeah.
have a little handshake or a hug.
It's. I like to because the doctor who's like reading his notes.
Oh my God, yeah,
Do you
I
know that's
wanted to talk about the
Herschel from The
Doctor.
Walking Dead? Do you know the
Oh,
old guy with the beard? I
do you
like.
mean Frank Darabont's The Walking Dead?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So he's the old man of the beard. Because I was like, I swear I can see.
Oh
And then like looked
shit,
it up and I was like, seeing him young with without a beard. I was like, because I've only ever seen him in The Walking Dead. I think I like didn't like know what else he
that's
was
all he's
in.
done.
That's all he needs
Oh,
to
he's
do.
also in the Ninth Configuration.
Hell yeah.
Another
We'll
perfect
get to
reason to
that.
watch.
Jot that down.
That is
But
that's
yeah,
but
I
yeah, what the fuck was going on with his character?
um I feel
Because
like he's been bullied into. That's why he kills himself because he doesn't get murdered. He actually just kills himself from guilt. So like, should we?
but is that because he what does he know?
I think he's brought in. I think he knows the detective's going to die or something, and that's why he's or somebody's going to die or something. Like I think
Do you
he's
think he
facilitating it.
believes
Yeah.
he
So
believes
when he's
Sturff's character and is like,
split his body
I know.
and he's jumped in, it's taken 15 years for his brain to regenerate. That's why they say, oh, he's only started like only in the past couple of weeks since the killings have started has he
Mm,
been functioning, but we've been fucking electrocuting him because he's like
yeah,
mental or
yeah.
whatever. Um, so it's like
Mm,
he's been in there the whole time in his body, but because he was thrown down the stairs and died, like his brain activity's just been like fucking dead. So it's like just been building him back up over these. That's why it's taken 15
yeah.
years.
So the Gemini killer's just sat in his body, just waiting for
Just
him
waiting to
to
come
get
back
better.
and
And I
cause.
imagine he's having help from the devil,
Yeah, like the reason he's
presumably
come back is
someone else.
because he's like, yeah, the devil's bringing him back basically. But he was just so good, and like
Mm.
even the thing like how he hates his father, so everybody with K is gonna die,
Yeah.
and then everybody who's like everybody with a connection to the Reagan exorcism has died, has all been killed. Like
Mm.
Father Thingy, this police officer, he's gonna get. Uh, I feel like
Yeah, because he's going for his daughter.
the guy at the beginning, the ex, the priest at the beginning. I feel like he's the one who maybe sanctioned the exorcism on Reagan or something.
Or he was
Or
like
he's
a
some.
friend.
Yeah, he's got
He
some
was a
connection to
friend
it.
of, yeah, brother Karras, Father Karras,
So it's like
and a friend
they
of the
are
family in the community.
punishing everybody. Or he might be the person who figures out it is a demon and it isn't like. Anyway, whatever.
Yeah, but yeah, they're all people related to the Reagan thing because obviously this demon's just like, I'm fucking pissed. I
Yeah,
enjoyed being
I enjoy
like
ruining
taking over that
everybody's
little
life.
girl,
What
tormenting that family.
What do you feel about? So now after this one, what do you feel about Mike Flanagan's reboot with Scarlett Johansson that it's about to come out next year? Because I want to make a little aside now. I know we're not doing Nightmare on Elm Street, but in last week's episode, we did we did a good 20 to 25 minutes about how there's never been a reboot in modern
Yeah,
times. And then what happens 2 days ago? Paramount announces they're making a Nightmare on Elm Street reboot
I
based on
think
the
it
Wes
was.
Craven script. I literally, when you sent me that, I was
Yeah,
like, we might have to make it a side or something.
yeah. I think we that literally came out like the day after we recorded or something.
Yeah, so it's like,
Um,
so I looked into this one. I was like, I knew they made that Believer that was like supposed to be a trilogy that got cancelled.
did
But
they make two of them?
no, they were gonna make a trilogy. They only made one, I think, and it was so bad that it got canned.
Yeah, I
Because
don't
there's two
think. Well, it was the guy who did
prequels.
Halloween.
There's two prequels um, in the early 2000s, which I didn't know about.
No, I saw there's Dominion, prequel to The Exorcist,
Yeah.
and then there's Exorcist 4 as well or something.
Oh, but I think they're both two prequels.
Right.
Um. Anyway, so Mike Flanagan's doing one.
Yeah.
I just think
What is
it's
that?
never gonna be as
Is
good.
it a sequel?
No,
Is it
no,
a remake?
I think
Is
it's a
it?
remake. I'm under. That's. Let me. Let me.
I think for
Before
this,
before we have another
you can kind
Paramount
of
situation.
yeah. I'll mumble while you find it
It's
out,
called
but
The
I can
Exorcist
kind of
Martyrs,
see
2027.
martyrs. So like an original story,
Is an upgrade?
or this or that. There probably isn't too much about it at the moment.
No, I can't.
I mean, from what I've seen of Mike Flanagan,
A determined
I know
rookie
he's.
detective eager to
Oh,
establish herself confronts a horrifying darkness that challenges her deepest convictions and tests everything she thought she knew about right and wrong. Right is William Peter Bligh who's got a credit.
but that would just be, I imagine, as like original characters.
Yeah, Hamish Linklater's in it, Scarlett Johansson, Chichwell Ejiofor, freaking hell,
Yes.
John Leguizamo,
Oh yeah.
Lawrence Fishburne,
Oh
Raoul
right.
Cooley,
Yeah.
and that's basically it. Yeah.
So a couple of Flanagan favourites.
And ScarJo
And then
must be the detective, obviously.
yeah, yeah. So that sounds like an original story,
It must it. Well, yeah. It's called The
but
Exorcist now, but the original titles was The Exorcist: Martyrs. So I don't know if they've gone. It is original, and
interesting.
they've gone. We'll just use the title, and we'll try and like
And it's just
spin
yeah.
because it
I
might be
mean, I
the
know
same
he's a big
thing.
fan of horror.
Like it might be kind of like this, where Scott Jansen's like the detective that they think it's science, and then one of them is like the priest that's like, no, listen, this is possession.
Yeah.
But I think
I
it'll be the
just
same little girl. Like it'll be the same. Like it won't. Maybe she might not be called Reagan or whatever, but it'll be that. Probably that
yeah,
still.
yeah. Because wasn't in Believer
Never seen it.
the new one? Was it? There were two
Yeah, there were
girls.
two. There were twins or something.
I feel like it just isn't. Watching the original Exorcist, Reagan feels like scary and fucked up and weird, but watching it be done newer for like Hollywoodish, like that Abigail about the girl who's like that. None of that is scary. It looks too
It's like the new Omen.
CGI slash.
Like
Is
it.
there a new Omen?
Well, there was a newer Omen, and like it's not as
Oh,
like the little boy was scary, but it's not. And when the little boy was Sam Neill, that was also scary. Um,
yeah,
but like it's
Damien.
just not as like with the remake. It's like, what are you gonna do the stair thing again? Do you know what I mean? It's like how much do you do
Yeah.
original, or it's like she's gonna
Is there gonna be
spin her
loads
head
of vomit?
around and vomit,
It,
and then but
is
like
she
they
gonna
surely they're
raise
gonna
off the
do
bed?
those because it's like everybody wants. Well, like not everybody wants, but like that's what they think everybody wants. When every
Yeah,
you can,
yeah,
I can hit you on the shoulder. No, it's just like the original.
yeah. Well, that's
She's doing the thing.
how.
She's doing the thing from the first one. That's what they think. That's what most of these people think. The audience is like, oh, it's that thing I know from that thing.
Yeah.
That's your average Marvel guy. Ah, that's the Grey Man from the last one.
That's the Grey Man
From the Grey Man
from that
yeah,
hit
from
film, The
Ryan
Grey
Gosling's The
Man.
Grey Man.
But yeah, I don't know. I would be very
I mean, I'll go
interested.
see it.
Yeah, I don't know how it'll be similar to The Exorcist. I
And
don't
like
know
Mike
how heavy.
Flanagan, I have never watched any of his stuff, but I hear good things.
He's he's a decent like Haunting a Hill House,
Not seen.
but well made.
Yeah, I heard good things.
Like yeah, I haven't seen like the later ones. Apparently, his Midnight Mass is meant
Yeah,
to
Midnight
be.
Mass is
A
supposed.
lot of
That's
people say
that's
that's
good.
like their favorite. He did the film Oculus
Never even
with
heard of
Karen
that.
Gillan. Like that was like a debut
He
almost.
wore an Oculus
Um,
Rift.
about yeah, about Karen Gillan just playing VR.
It's just.
Then he did
I'm not gonna
The
actually. I'm
Life
not
of
gonna say that
Chuck.
bit. Oh my god, the
No,
life of
don't.
Chuck.
Yeah, was that? Yeah, that was him
I've
because
only
that's
ever
a
seen the
Stephen King
poster
book.
where he's like, damn. I always thought it was like
That'll do.
the life of Walter Mitty. I thought it was kind of like that.
I don't think it's like that at all.
Yeah, never know why, but it's just the
You
sounds are
just went,
similar.
these sound similar.
Yeah. These sound
That'll
similar and
do.
have an actor that I don't really care for. Sorry, Ben Stiller.
Oh, Ben's Ben.
Oh, you know him,
Um,
like, do you? Best buds, are you? Is that? Oh, are you doing another podcast with him?
Ri- Ben, get in here. Richard doesn't believe.
You're doing
I just have a cardboard cutout of Ben.
your other podcast, guys who you don't think are Jewish.
Guys that you don't think are Jewish. Yeah. Incredible
Don't know what that
stuff,
even
Ben.
fucking means.
Guys who you don't think are
Yeah.
Jewish. No,
Anyway.
it's fine. I do think he's Jewish.
I just think
Um,
he's a surprise Jew.
yeah. You go, oh.
But it is obvious
Um,
when you work backwards from Stiller. Doesn't take much detective work.
No, we don't need Lieutenant Kindergarten on the case for that one.
Kindergarten Cop. Remember that?
Anyway, Mike Flanagan,
Mike Flanagan could
Exorcist,
never make
doing it again.
Kindergarten Cop.
No, I don't. I wouldn't trust him.
The life of
Would not
Chuck.
trust him.
What even is that about? Do you know even what that's about? I could look it
No,
up, but
I just
refuse to.
know. I know. I think part of the sales pitch for like, as in to the audience, was
I was
like,
gonna say you buying it, are you?
yeah, was like it's Stephen King, and it's not a horror. And like
That sounds shit then.
Mike Flanagan loves Stephen King, but it's the Stephen King thing. But it's like, oh.
Let me.
I
I'm a,
think maybe.
let me chuck.
I heard it was alright.
Let me chuck it up.
Oh, brilliant.
I mean, it just looks. Uh,
It's
a genre
it's the Hiddle.
bending tale celebrating the life of Charles Chuck Krantz as he experiences the wonder of love, the heartbreak of loss, and the multitudes contained in all of us.
I don't want to see any of that.
Ejiofor was in that as well. Karen Gillan,
Interesting.
Mark Hamill. It
Karen's
looks
in it as well.
shit.
Some old favourites.
Like, I hate to say
No
that. It
part
could
of it
be
wants me
alright,
to see it.
but to be honest, it looks shit. Sorry.
I think, no part of me wants to see that, but we also did want to see a film that was a medieval reenactment group, but they're on motorcycles.
Yeah, because that sounds
You know, so
sick.
that,
That was life
yeah,
affirming, but do you know what? That also was unbelievable.
yeah,
The
so
ninth configuration, we've got to get on that. Because that's right in the middle. So this 3 was his
we're
last
not,
one. What, like,
we're not there
obviously.
yet.
Oh
But
my
yeah, going
god.
back to a
We're
point
watching this.
3 or 4 days ago,
Oh my god, Scott Wilson is in this. Oh yeah, we just talked about that. Sorry. I've gone off the deep end here.
um, you've gone, well, let me jump in with you, because that's the only way we're going to do it.
I've got the life of Chuck.
I'm all chucked up.
Well,
I've got a chuck on.
who was what was that TV show where it was like this guy called Chuck or whatever, and he was like a
Oh
secret.
yeah, it's called Chuck.
Yeah.
He
Who
works at
was?
like a like Curry's.
Did he?
It was like a Curry's
Like
or a
Like an Indian restaurant.
Chuck. I can't remember the Zachary Levi.
Oh, who was the woman in it everyone
Wow.
fancied at the time?
Um,
Roman Polanski or whatever.
Yvonne
Oh yeah, Yvonne
Roman Polanski. Roman Polanski. No, Yvonne
Strahovski. What
Strahovski.
happened to her?
Uh, Murdered
She got chucked up.
in a house next to Roman Polanski. No, she's in 58 episodes of The Handmaid's Tale. She's doing fine.
She's got gonorrhea.
She has gonorrhea. She was in The Predator.
Which one?
Get to the choppers.
Was she in that?
Apparently so.
Well, she left a lasting impression because we seen that. And that.
Yeah. Her last thing she did was last year, and it was a short called Vlog.
Sounds.
A mum balances her hectic parenting life with her growing mummy vlog, navigating between authenticity and her online persona. She and her husband discover she's expecting another baby, and she wrote, directed, and starred.
That sounds awesome. To be fair, sorry, I was just nosing out my window. That.
Yeah, knows, mate.
I mean, if she's making her own stuff, like, fair enough.
Yeah, just a shame it sounds fucking trash.
Yeah, just the same. I'll as soon as we finish this conversation, I'll never think about it ever again.
Yeah, yeah, basically.
Anyway,
But yeah, there was a point somewhere in there
yeah, we were talking about
of
something.
something or other.
Reboots. Forget about it.
That was it. That was a bit I wanted to go to. I've been trying to latch onto this one point for eight hours. It's the theatrical versus director's ending. And I think from seeing the theatrical ending, not the whole film, I think it's a good scene. It is a bit over the top, but like isolating just the scene, having him like blown on the wall. He's now in like a crucifix shape. The floor, the lightning in the room, the crucifix, or the cross coming out the floor with the kid first on it, and then the priest from the first one, and all these like
And he gets the
hands
eyes.
and yeah, Like
I think personally it
it
was.
seems pretty cool.
I think it was. I think I preferred it in terms, but it mainly I preferred it because of the bit where he says like shoot me now, shoot me, and he lashes
That was
through. I think that's the crutch of it where he has to kill. He's now lost two friends and he has to lose one of them twice.
yeah, damn. But that was really powerful. He doesn't hesitate either.
No,
Now shoot me now.
I think he was fucking.
Straight
I
away.
think he was fucking.
No
He
worries,
like
mate.
breaks his nose, doesn't he? So he's
It,
fucking sick of this guy.
yeah, yeah,
He's killed his mate, drained him of all his
yeah.
blood. They just seen a wonderful life.
There was no trying to convince him like he's not the person you think he is anymore. He's gone. He was like, I know he's gone. I
But
just want to fucking
I
end him.
love that
I'm
with
done with this.
in terms of like the like he sees a glimpse of his mate and he trusts him so much where he's like you've got to kill me. He's like yeah done, and then I'll put
Yeah,
another
no
one in you
worries.
just to make sure.
What next? Yeah, I'll shoot you 8 times in the chest and then press
But
the
then
barrel up against your skull.
with the Legion fit ending of it where it's like it's more dialogue,
Hmm.
it just ends. It is more realistic and like it does throw into question
It has
more:
that.
is this supernatural stuff even real?
Yeah, I think
And I
it's a
think that's
really
why the
interesting.
audiences wouldn't have liked it. Do you know what I mean? Because they're like, I went to see an Exorcist, like a
This is a
exorcism film.
supernatural horror
Yeah,
film.
yeah,
Where's the supernatural horror? You can't have that until someone's flying around the room. But you do have it in right at the end where it's the final thing, and he says like, "Oh, the what does he say? Like the deranged always are so easy to possess," and he gets that old lady to go to his house to try and kill the
yeah, yeah.
lieutenant's
We didn't even talk
daughter.
about that.
She like bats people away. She's like screaming and has like superhuman strength. So you kind of again have that like
And like the old woman
it's
crawling around
there
on the
enough
roof.
to oh my god.
Yeah, I
God,
feel like
yeah.
we
That was
barely
amazing.
spoke about. We should have spoke about that way before. Where it's like, yeah, when you like start
Yeah.
it, especially in the Legion Cup, when you start it, it's like, is this real? And then you see like a woman, because like that's why he uses all these old senile people because they're losing their mind, and it's just like they're like just
I can
vessels.
just slip in.
Yeah,
Yeah, get him to do what I want. Doesn't matter.
and like when he's crawling around and like he imitates his voice on the phone, because like it cuts back to him, and it's like
That was
he's like
so
on the waiting line or whatever, and it's like
yeah, it's just a
you can
dead
like
line.
click
It's
it
like
together,
beep,
and it's like oh my god,
beep.
this is unbelievable. It's honestly it's so well directed where it's like I really feel like if this was better received, if like the second one hadn't come out, I feel like he would have had a bit of a directing career if he wanted it because it's like this is unbelievable.
Yeah. I mean, after like especially coming in after the first one
Yeah, like following
and
Freakin',
being like,
who
I'm
was
gonna
on
continue it.
in that year he had like Sorcerer, The Exorcist, in like
Oh,
French Connection, where he's like, this guy is
yeah.
is a genius,
And
and
he's
like
like, I'm gonna do
it's
my own.
if not as good, if not better.
Yeah,
Like in terms of
it's
like it,
completely equal.
I don't read books, but I would like to read Legion because apparently the suicide of the Doctor is like brutal.
Oh, nice.
So
That's a selling point if I've ever heard one.
yeah, yeah, that piece of
Read a
shit.
detailed description of a suicide.
I know what you like. I know what you like.
Oh. I would, I would like to read. Yeah, definitely The Exorcist, definitely Legion.
Oh yeah, fuck everything else.
I'm gonna read it next.
You can read it and then you can tell me about it.
Yeah, and I'll just say, just watch the film.
Yeah, yeah, fuck it. I'll describe you this one suicide, then just get back on the film.
There's an incredible chapter where he, I'm guessing, injects something into him. But
Anyway, I mean,
yeah,
we
fucking
should probably
hell,
wrap this up because we're pushing an hour.
we're way off our baseline.
Nice, sick reference, bro.
I think yeah, this.
This rock.
So the ending in theatrical, big blah blah blah. Director's cut is just he basically works out when he comes home and like stops the woman from killing his daughter. He just comes home, he goes back to the hospital, goes to Brad Dourif, says to the lady, who's working the ward, like, yeah, just open the door, let me in, and then lock it after me. I'll tell you when I'm done. And he just goes in and he's like, pray for me, because I'm setting you free, and
Yeah,
just
yeah.
shoots him, kills him straight away. Uh, there's no
It is
real
like,
discussion.
yeah, it is like,
He just says like, "We'll get her eventually," meaning we'll kill your daughter, like no matter how whatever it takes. I guess he's assuming that the lieutenant isn't going to kill him on sight.
yeah, he thinks he's like
Um,
too morally,
yeah, morally
even though
superior
he like
to.
fucking punched him in the face when he killed his mate, like instantly went to violence.
It's fine. It's
But
fine.
yeah, he just because he and like that's the thing. It's like the arrogance of. It's like when they possess Reagan. It's like they just don't think they're gonna get beat.
Yeah, yeah.
But like,
And you see the lieutenant cry a bunch, like he breaks down
yeah,
multiple
yeah, and
times.
like the, but like in the theatrical ending, where like the light goes onto the crucifix, and it's like I do
Yeah,
kind of prefer because this ending's like way bleaker, where it's like there is no God. Like this guy just had to take action into his own hands. It's like at least some sort of hint where it's like okay, like
maybe there is a bit of
yeah,
good.
like it
Maybe
gives
there
him
is
enough time
something.
to get out, and God's like Jesus, I can't let this is all going on down here.
But yeah, yeah. This is all good. He's like, right, okay, I'll step in now. Fucking
Yeah,
hell.
it's his second possession in fucking 15 years. You know what I mean? Fucking hell.
He-
Like, what are you doing? Like, he's going on murdering sprees, killing priests, and you're just like twiddling your thumbs.
just go. I just like watching.
I said I wouldn't
Just sat in the cupboard.
intervene. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Do it. Kill another. Oh
More
yeah.
souls up in here.
Oh yeah.
Sicko. But yeah,
Yeah,
it's
dirty
just
bastard.
this just ripped. This was the
Save.
best third.
Yeah. How would you rank?
Good, great. I love a ranking. Good, great question. Exorcist 3,
Mm.
Jurassic Park
Mm-hmm.
3, Nightmare on Elm Street, Halloween.
Same.
Boom. And Jurassic Park 3
And
is more,
and that's why
and that's why
we're
we're
doing the
co-hosts.
podcast.
Because we like to agree. But Jurassic Park 3, I think it's more nostalgia than anything. But I do think it should be re-reviewed,
Yeah.
by the mass
I think
pop culture
yeah, it could
consciousness
definitely
because
it could be
it's
do
way better than anything else.
and I think with an unfortunate reason for it, but with the passing of Sam Neill,
Yeah.
I think more people are gonna, especially at the moment, review his films and they'll go to Jurassic Park and hopefully be like, "Oh my god, I haven't watched the third one in ages, or the second one," and they'll watch the whole thing and
Well,
yeah, maybe
speaking of, I think next month, as Sam Neill was obviously you were a big fan. I'm obviously a big fan. We're gonna
Sam
do
Neill was dear to our hearts.
a Sam Neill tribute month where we watch some of his lesser known films,
Mm,
and ones that we haven't seen, just
yeah,
to pay tribute because he was not only a great actor and did some great work, by all accounts was a great guy, and I feel like we'd be remiss if in our small platform didn't at least pay some semblance. And a whole month might be a lot, but we're gonna
didn't
try
try.
and like he's got a pretty wide range of films, so we're gonna try and
Mm,
keep it varied, but keep it true to our silly slash horror sensibilities.
yes, yeah.
But we're gonna pay tribute to the big man.
To the man, it was a sad passing.
Yeah, it was. It's a tough one to take. It's a tough one to take for
And then
sure because there's no
and then
like
the
I don't know like there's no. It's like we're in the phase now of our lives where all of our heroes are gonna die.
yeah, yeah, we're just sort of watching them go now.
Yeah, and there's
And then the month after, we're going to do an Anne Widdecombe special.
yeah
Where...
we're gonna go to some old lady's house and beat her up apparently or whatever happened. That was good.
uh,
Nice.
thanks.
Yeah, we. I'm not even gonna say that actually.
We're gonna do something horrible, I guess, in true Anne fashion. But yeah, Sam Neill deserves the world,
Yeah,
and I hope he's
I hope he gets it.
yeah.
Wherever you may
Tune
be.
in.
Right. And on that, we're gonna save it. Obviously, we
So,
fucking milked
are
the
you
absolute.
clubbing it or not?
Yeah, I'm gonna club it.
Yeah, I think I fucking hated this.
Actually, it was opposite day. This is shit.
Actually, William Peter Blatty, he has gonorrhea.
More like yeah, more like William Peter Shee.
Ah, round of applause. On that note, on that bombshell.
Fucking love Clarkson, don't you? You just admit it.
I
As
hate
you go
Clarkson,
like this,
but
you're like drinking
on
a
that.
Hawkston or whatever.
Well, I've never had it actually. I don't know.
Neither have I.
Even I'm guessing it's a lager.
I think so. Yeah, I think he does a stout as well, but I think he is quite stout. He looks like the type of guy who get
Nice.
gout a lot.
Yeah, yeah. At hernias.
Hmm. Who's hernia? What's he doing there? At hernias. What the fuck? I'm not losing it here.
You've been
I
possessed by
think.
by Brad. Brad. Right.
Right.
Thank you
Anyway,
so much for
yeah.
watching and or listening. I hope you've enjoyed our birthday celebrations.
That went on for a month. We're like every 25-year-old woman. Oh,
Bye.
speaking of, there's your mistress. Right, see you later. Bye.